Hello, everyone. I assume you can see my face, and once again, I'm struggling to look into the camera, but that will get better. So, I'm going to take you through two more edits natural light portraiture in Luminar Neo, and I am using my Wacom tablet. I hope this is visible. That was my keyboard falling over. That's the Wacom tablet, and I use a pen. And this is essential because for two reasons. One is that it gives you much finer control, and number two, if you are going to edit with your mouse, you will end up with an arthritic pain in your joint. So always use a tablet. Last week, I started with the man, and this time I'm going to start with the woman. So I got these two images from Envato. One is this one you see here, and the other one is the one of this man. And so let's start. And there's a reason why I chose both these images, which will become apparent as we get into the editing process. So once again, in case you have missed it, this particular column here shows you all the folders and images that you have in your catalog. This central workspace here is this workspace in the center shows you the images that are open in the folder that you have currently open, and this particular column gives you additional tools. And I will take you through these functions in a later video. So allow me to scratch my nose and we can start with the woman. Shall we start with an edit of this lady here? So I've opened it. Now this time, I am not going to use a preset. You can always choose to use presets if you want to, but in general, I'm not a great fan of presets because a preset will influence the final look of the image that you want. So I'm going to go straight to the Edit tab. And what do I see here? One, I like the color of her hair. It stands out very nicely against the green. So there's a lot of foliage, there's a lot of light, but there's also a lot of bright areas here. What you can see is that the background is blurred, so she stands out well against the background anyway. I will start with the Enhance feature, and here we go. So once again, have a look. I want you to focus on, let me make this 100%. Okay, let's make this 200%. Look at her earring and maybe her nails. As I press the accent button, you will find that it becomes a bit clearer. You see the subtle changes in the image? So I have done that, and now I'm going to bring it back to maybe a fit to the screen. Now I'm going to move to the Develop module. I don't usually fiddle with the exposure. You can, but it's very messy. So I don't normally fiddle with that. In Luminar Neo, I sometimes fiddle with the smart contrast, but be very careful with this because this can really mess up your image. And now let's look at the highlights. Do I want to darken the highlights? Not much. Do I want to darken the shadows? Not much, because when I darken the shadows, you find that I make a mess with a young lady. So let it be the blacks and the whites. Not much again there. The whites, maybe not. The color, I'm going to increase the vibrance only. And as I increase the vibrance, you will find that her hair and the foliage becomes much nicer. So here, before, after. Again, let me take it to 100%. Before and after. As I've increased the vibrance, you see that the hair and the foliage has become just a little bit more, has come a little bit to life. And now I'm going to come down. Let's look at the structure. I'm going to press this masking tab here. Press the brush. I'm going to reduce the brush size. Again, I will expand it to 100%. And I'm only going to brush over her hair. That's all. Now, first move the adjustments. Now I've increased the clarity in the hair, making the hair stand out just a bit better. And now I'm not going to fiddle with these details at all, because I think that if I fiddle with the details, the image will become a mess. In this particular case, I want to take you to the foliage enhancer. So this is the landscape tab. In the foliage enhancer, I can increase, and as you can see, if I push it to the limit, you will see that the foliage becomes, I don't know, sickly, maybe like an ET or an extraterrestrial green. But the reason why I'm pushing it to this limit is because I want you to notice one thing. And that is that it has not touched the young lady except for the little greens on her pants. So this is good, but go easy with it. Before and after. In this case, I might want to darken the trees further and increase the brightness. So this particular feature, which is called relight, actually allows you to create a wider separation. Now, I've made the foliage on the trees behind her a bit too dark. So I'm going to brighten them slightly. But now you see again, there's a much bigger separation. So here it is before, and here it is after. So I'll brighten her further. Why not? I like this one because, very simply, I have actually used the AI tool in Luminar to create some more depth and more separation. So when I use this tab, which is brightness far, I can take it all the way there. It's not affecting the girl. All the way dark, not affecting the girl. But here, I think this is a good balance. And again, I can darken her or make her really bright. So that's a good balance. So in everything, you're talking about, sometimes when you use this particular tool, you create little halos around the edges and the hair. So you push that slider. Do I want to increase the warmth of the girl? Let's see. It's a nice one. There is nothing much here, but you can see I can create little sparkles with this magic light. You can see these little points here. These little points actually allow you to create a little bit of glow. Again, don't overdo it. But again, have a look. What did I do? Oh, here you go. Here we have it. But again, go easy because you can create some strange halos out here. But yeah, have fun. This image has a strange pink blob. I have no clue how that happened. So that's the magic light. I don't know why it's making such a mess, but it is. Far. Remove the halos. Okay, now I'm going back to this magic light. Here we go. And it's gone crazy. Don't ask me why it's gone crazy, but it's gone crazy. There, slight glow there. Okay, so now let's move back to where we are. I don't want to create anything in this drama. I think it looks pretty sick. The mood. Now I'm gonna, just for the heck of it, apply a LUT. A LUT is what's called a lookup table, and that helps you create certain looks, as it were. It's like an overarching. It helps you create a mood, and you would normally use these at the end. So, yeah, this is not golden and that. I like this dark mood LUT. It's given some more depth to the image. And at the end, I want to erase this particular blob. I have no clue why this blob has. So let's wait and see what it does. Taking its time. Ew, that's horrible. That is very horrible. Erase. So I'm going to go back. Yeah, I have gone back to this. I think I need to apply the LUT one more time because I went back too much. So as you can see, when you are making your images, you end up with a lot of back and forth. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Anaheim this time. Yeah, dark mood. That's the one I was looking for. So now I'm going to go back to the erase and see what I can do with a small size brush. Gently erase. I wait, and so do you. Sometimes these tools don't work the way that you want them to work. It is a little bit ugly, but anyway, what can you do? Erase. And it's ugly as hell, so I am simply going to crop it. You can crop it and make a nice square image if you want to. I think this is much nicer, in my opinion. It has no distractions, none of that. That pink stuff is about come about again. And I want more of her. I think this is much nicer. So this is this particular image, and this is how she looked in the beginning, and this is how she looks now. Let's go back to the catalog, and let's move down to the young man. So this young man is a bit different for two reasons. One is there are a lot of shadows on his face. Number two, there's a little bit of sky. And number three, you have water. So you have the enhance again, which makes it a bit better. You have the sky enhancer, which doesn't do much in this particular case. I can actually change the sky. Do I want to change the sky? I'm just going to use a random sky at this particular time. It's again waiting, asking me to wait. You can spend a lot of time choosing your skies. Or would I prefer this sky? No. I think in this case, I actually might prefer blue skies. Let me use this sky, which is that. So as you can see, as I'm going around the image, you can see that I'm actually looking at different kinds of clouds. I'm trying to find something that matches. This is the best part. So you can't just replace the sky in an image with just about anything. Again here, there is, as you can see, a separation between the man and the background because the man is sharp and the background is blurred. I don't need to sharpen him, so I'm not going to do anything there. For the develop, just apply a slight contrast, very slight, and then that becomes ugly. Now in this particular image, I want to take you through two different things. Now in the landscape, I can dehaze the image. Do I want to do something with creating a more golden hour or evening effect? Do I want to do something with the foliage? Again, before and after, before and after. Now let's look at the water. Do I want to make the water look better? Look at it before. Look at it after. Before and after. Do I want more blue in the water? And I want some more green in the water. Each something of this particular. Again, before and after. So it depends very much on what you are looking at. Do I want to relight the image? Do I want the background to become just a bit darker? I want him to become just a bit brighter. Have a look again. Before and after. Before and after. There's nothing that I can do here. Do I want to do something with the nuts? Let's see. I don't think so. Earth colors, not too bad actually. Natural colors, also not too bad, but I much prefer the earth colors. And that's it. And now look at the image before. Look at the image now. Before and now. So what did we do in this particular image? We've enhanced the image by using this particular, we enhanced the sky, we changed the sky. We did very little with the develop module, very little with almost nothing with the we did nothing with the vibrance. The dehaze slider added a little bit of a golden hour touch to it, and I enhanced the water and I darkened the background. That's all that I have done, but again, before and after, before and after. You see here that you can create all sorts of magical effects or create some fantastic edits in a very short time using Luminar Neo. And I hope you enjoy this and see you next time. I will probably do something with the landscape. So see you around and happy photographing.